What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Coming off of another day on the free picks, I do want to say thank you to every single one of you. You guys have been showing a lot of love on these videos, and I really do appreciate it. We have been doing really well in the free picks, though, so maybe that's what it is. But yesterday, guys, swept the board on baseball in the free picks. And I was looking at the list that I made yesterday, and I kind of gave you guys 5 plays for baseball. So what I mean is I had Hunter Brown, and I gave you guys 3 plays for Hunter Brown, and all 3 plays they went way over. So we had Hunter Brown fantasy score as a free pick. We had Hunter Brown the 5.5 Ks as a free pick, which was kind of a discounted promo on Parlay play. And then we had Hunter Brown over pitching outs, which cashed. And then I gave you guys Clayton Kershaw and then Mookie Betts, HRR. Mookie Betts got his 2 hits or his 1.5 HRR as well. And then Kershaw cashed. So I gave you guys 3 slips yesterday for free in the video. 2 of them cashed, and the other was a refund because Caitlin Clark ended up getting ruled out. So we did cash both of these live from our YouTube video. A little over $1,000 on those 2 slips, over $500 profit, $600 profit. So a really, really good day on Parlay play as well, especially with the reboot. We got lucky on the reboot because Kelsey Plum went over at the last minute, which sold our only WNBA play that went through. But since we paired it with the other one that got rebooted, it didn't really hurt us. We had Sanchez and Managa over here on Underdog, $100 to win $315. And then we killed them on Prizepicks again, guys. We posted like 4 slips on Prizepicks and 3 of them cashed. Like dominated Prizepicks again. Hunter Brown and Clayton Kershaw, that same slip. Sanchez and Kershaw, 100 to win 300. That was fantasy score for both of those pitchers. Then we had Baz and Holmes, $100 to win 200, which is over there on Prizepicks. So yesterday was kind of a lighter day. Didn't play a whole lot of slips yesterday just because I didn't love the slate. It was a bad slate, but we turned a bad slate into a good day, guys. If you want to get every single one of our plays, link to our WAP is down in the description. You can get in for $10 a week or $25 a month. Totally up to you guys. Or if you guys just want to join our Discord for free, Discord is free to join. Link to the Discord is down in the description as well. We'd love to have you guys in there. I will say the easiest way to get in VIP is to sign up for a partnered app. I have 7 partners right now, or apps that I'm partnered with right now. And if you sign up with any of those 7 apps using our code, you get a free month for each one. So you're going to get a deposit match on the apps, a free month of our VIP, and a lot of them will give you free plays or an extra $5 or something. So highly recommend you guys take advantage of those. Parlay play, sleeper, underdog, chalkboard, better, NOVIG, and dabble. If you don't have any of those apps, sign up for one of them and let me know. We can get you guys in for free. But that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our winner from yesterday's video. I am going to pick another winner in the comments down below if this video gets 200 likes. So smash the like button, drop a comment. You got to be subscribed to win. Hit the sub button if you guys haven't subscribed already. Let's pick our winner from yesterday's video. And our free month of VIP is going to go to Ezra Jenkins, who said, let's go free VIP. So Ezra, send me a message on Discord. I got you added for a free month. And I appreciate the love and support from every one of you guys, like I said. So we do have baseball and a massive WNBA slate today. We got a 5-game WNBA slate, which doesn't happen very often. That's pretty much every single team playing for the most part. Not every team, but pretty close to it. But anyways, big NBA slate or WNBA slate. Pretty big baseball slate as well. I do have another 5 plays. Have 2 WNBA picks, 3 baseball plays that we're going to go over. Like I said, there's going to be more in our Discord if you guys want to join that. But anyways, let's jump in to our first play of the day. So the first play of the day is going to be, this is going to be the only promo that I'm playing. And it's going to be for WNBA. So over on Parlay Play, there's 3 WNBA boosts. There's Aguamika. I don't know if I just butchered her now. Mike, maybe. I'm not sure if I said her name right. Anyway, Angel Reese, and then you got Paige Beckers. I don't dislike any of them. Now, Reese is hit or miss on her board. Some games she gets 20 rebounds. Some games she gets 5. It really just depends on the game. Same thing. I like the Aguamike and the Beckers plays more than the Reese play, I think. But obviously the odds on the Reese play are higher, so it's better if you want a better payout. The Reese play would be better. But the one that I decided to take, I'm giving her one more chance. She sold us last time. I'm going to take Paige Beckers, and I really like this Aguamike play as well at 14.5 points. I will say, her line is slightly inflated because she's been dropping 20-plus points per game, and she's been shooting 72% on her field goal attempts in like 4 games. So, like, Obviously, she's not going to keep that up. So that's why I was a little bit worried about that one. She's been shooting so well, one off game, and she might not be feeling it anymore and just not want to take any more shots. So I kind of wanted to fade that one slightly. I'll probably end up playing it. But Paige Beckers is the one I'm going to go with. If you want to take her original line at 27.5, you're more than welcome. I don't love that line. The 24.5 is probably going to be slightly sweaty. That's why I ended up just taking this one. I'm not going to play her original line anywhere just because last game she didn't do too hot. But anyways, Paige Beckers is going to be the first pick of the day. Her promo on Parlay Play. Code Fantasy Aces on Parlay Play for a free month. Let's see. So 24.5. You can see Paige Beckers has cashed at 7 of 12 games this season so far. She had one massive 45 PRA game versus Phoenix. She's averaging 28 on the season. She just had a 21 game versus Atlanta, which obviously that's a slow-paced game. It wasn't like, it's not like she played bad. 21 PRA. She just sold her discount. It was on Prizepicks, Parlay Play. She was discounted on pretty much every single app, and I think she was at 14.5 points, and she sold it. So that's why I was kind of like saying I'm gonna give her another chance. But anyways, playing against Indiana tonight. Indiana Fever, they got a pretty dang good defense. They're middle of the pack in points, rebounds, and assists. They don't give up a lot. If you go to the guard position, it's 7th, and 1, so they don't give up many assists. But they do give up a middle of the pack in points and rebounds. No head-to-head matchup for Beckers versus the Fever, so we don't know how she's going to play. I do think she's going to have a decent game. I think she gives us 25, so I'm kind of going with my gut on this one. If you look at her minutes, obviously she's playing big minutes, 35 minutes per game. She's averaging 15 field goal attempts per game at shooting 46%. Shot 40% her last 3 games. Some games she's shooting high 50s, high 60s in that game. So it really just, obviously she can have a really good game or a really bad game. It just depends. A lot of these games lately, she's getting close to 20 field goal attempts. So she's taking the chances, shooting 3.3 three-point attempts per game, and then she's getting around 4 free throws per game. Some of these games she's getting north of 5 to 7. So there's a lot of upside here, I think. I like the value that we're getting at 24.5, and I'm willing to take a risk on it with my money. So it's up to you guys if you want to do that or not. I'm going to. Paige Beckers is going to be the first pick, and it's going to be a discounted line at 1.4x. And who am I going to pair with? I am going to pair with Veronica Burton. So this is a line that, a lot of the lines they have on the board, especially for the game that I want to target. You guys know I like targeting the Dallas Sparks, and I like targeting the Chicago Sky because their defenses are horrendous. And I'm taking the Valkyries versus the Sky, but there's not a lot to choose from on the board. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to scroll down here to the Sky game, which we'll get to eventually. There's a lot of games today, but you can see, let's get to, there's Veronica Burton, Tiffany Hayes, Kate Martin, Billings, and then Thornton. So we got 5 players to choose from, but if you look at these, Billings has only a 2x for her points, so you can't even get an original line on her points. Thornton has a lot of lines. Kate Martin, the only lineup for her is points, and it's a 3x. So obviously I'm not going to touch that, even though she had a good game her last game. Tiffany Hayes, there's a lot of lines for Tiffany Hayes, but I didn't love any of them, so I decided to fade her. So it led me with Veronica Burton. And I was looking at Veronica Burton, and I'm like, man, which line do I want to take for Burton? And I started researching and looking into it, and I decided to go with her 9.5 point line. So this is going to give you a 2.2x on this slip. Now, this slip is going to be sweaty. I really don't think it's going to be like, wow, this is the first half cash. That was super easy to win. I think this is going to be one where it could be down to the wire. I think Veronica Burton's going to give us 10 points. We'll see what happens, but I already had her typed in. So Veronica Burton, 9.5 points is what I'm taking the over on. It's a 1.6x value. Original line's 10.5, so you're buying it down by 1. If you look at her on this season, she's cashed it 57%, 8 of 14 games. She's averaging 11 points per game. Now, let's take a look. So she's shooting 8.6 field goal attempts per game. Her last, 5 games, she shot 30% or less. 25%, 13%, 18%. Some of these games, she's still cashing her line. She's shooting 3.8 three-pointer attempts per game. She's shooting 5 free throws on average per game. Some of these games she's getting north of 10. Her last couple games she haven't had many. So she's still coming really close to this line, shooting at a low 30, high 20% field goal percent. So she's due for a good game. She's due for a game to where she shoots 40 or 50%. If she shoots 40% plus, she's taking enough shots where she should be able to give us 10 points. And they're playing against the worst offensive or the worst defensive team in the league versus points. Literally worst. They give up 88 points per game. If you go to guard position, it's 12th, forward is 10th, center is 3rd, but overall 13th per game. Not a good defense at all. You can see some of these games she's dropping over 20 head-to-head versus the Sky. Now, I will show you. She doesn't have a very good record versus the Sky, but you have to look at minutes. Her minutes versus the Sky, she had 3 minutes, 9 minutes, 18 minutes. The last game, she played 18 minutes last season versus the Sky. She scored 6 points. This season so far, she's averaging 30 or 29 minutes per game. She's getting over 30 minutes in a lot of these games. Her minutes have more than doubled pretty much from last season. She's getting a lot of time, and I'm going to give her a chance tonight. I don't think I may have bet on her one time in my entire life, but taking Veronica Burton tonight to give us 9.5 points, so to get 10 points. So, like the matchup, it's mainly matchup based. This is versus any other team other than the Sparks. I probably wouldn't touch this line, but this is what I'm going to lock in, guys. So we're going to max out this boost. You can play the promos on Parlay Play up to $250. I'm maxing it out, $250 to win $567. We're going to lock it in. Track picks, you guys can see we got Veronica Burton, 9.5 points. Paige Beckers, 24.5 PRA, giving them both a chance tonight. We'll see what happens. If Veronica Burton scores 2 points or something, we'll never have to worry about me playing her again. But that being said, guys, that's what I got for WNBA. The only 2 plays I'm locking in right now. I'm going to research the rest of the slate later. Been doing a lot of research on MLB mainly, so I haven't got to look into WNBA as in depth as baseball. So I have more picks for baseball, obviously. But got 3 plays for baseball. Let's go ahead and get everything swapped over. I think we're good to go. We're going to compare lines from Prizepicks over to Parlay Play and see which one has the better value. So let's take a look here. So first one that I'm going to lock in is going to be for our man Soriano. So I'm taking Jose Soriano, the LA Angels pitcher. I'm taking him to give us 6 innings. So this is my pitching out prop of the day. This is the only pitching out prop I got for the ones that don't like him. He's cashed us 9 of 16 games on the season, averaging 17.4 outs per game. If you come down here and look, he's averaging 94 pitches per game, north of 100 in a lot of these games. 110 pitches versus the A's, 107 pitches versus San Diego. Dude has a long leash. He's going to get to pitch as much as he wants as long as he's pitching well. Matchup is versus the Nationals. Nationals are not a very good team. Soriano's playing at home. If you look at him on the season, he's 5-5 with a 3.39 ERA. He has a 1.42 WHIP. He's pitched pretty dang well this season. If you come down here and look at the Nationals offense, they have a bottom 10 in every single category versus a right-handed pitcher. They have a 241 batting average, a 309 on-base percentage, and a 701 OPS. So they don't hit very well versus right-handed pitchers, or they haven't. They don't have there's not a lot to worry about here for Soriano, in my opinion, unless he just has a wild inning or something like that and runs his pitch count up. I don't think he's going to get lit up by any means. So we're going to click Soriano here. We're going to take a look at these Nationals offense or Nationals batters and see how they bat versus Soriano. So coming down here, not a whole lot of data. There's only one player on the team that has an OPS of over 800, which is Garcia, who has 2 at-bats and 1 hit. He has 1 walk. So obviously that's going to be a little bit higher than it should. There's not much data, guys. You can see here 5-1, 2-1, 3-1, 0-2, or 2-0. That's the only ones that we have. So not a lot to worry about for Soriano, I don't think. That's my opinion on things. I like Soriano tonight to give us 6 innings, and I've got him locked in. So we're going to pull this up over here on Parlay Play. Like I said, guys, code Fantasy Aces on Parlay Play when you sign up. They'll give you a free $5 and to match your deposit, plus you get a free month of VIP. It's a no-brainer. 1.5x on this slip. I'm telling you right now, guys, if you play pitching outs in baseball, you're not going to get a regular line. You're not very, very seldom will you find lines at like 1.77x. And if you do, it's going to be like a 15.5 line, which is like right over 5 innings, but less than 6. It's going to be a bad pitcher that's like that, or you might get like a 20.5 line on a really good pitcher. It's just going to be bull crap. You don't want to take them. If you're going to play pitching outs, make sure you're taking them somewhere close to like 14.5. Like over 14.5 is 5 innings. Over 17.5 is 6 innings. You could take under like 18.5 if you think they're going to go right at 6 innings. You got to play it based off of innings pitched, because if a pitcher gets to like 92 pitches and it finishes an inning, they're probably not going to come back out unless it's just a really, really good matchup for them. So just throwing that out there. But Jose Soriano is going to be our first baseball pick of the day at 17.5 pitching outs. I'm going to pull him up over here on Prizepicks as well. This is actually where I've already locked in the slip. I posted the slip in the Discord from Prizepicks. Soriano at 17.5. So jumping into our second play of the day, the pair for Soriano, who we're going to take, is going to be for our man Ryan Pepiot. So I'm taking Pepiot. I think we played him the other day, and he cashed us out pretty easily. I'm taking his fantasy score on Prizepicks. Now, fantasy score on Sleeper is a little bit different. It's a little bit different on Underdog. But on Prizepicks and on Parlay Play, fantasy score is the exact same. So looking at our man Ryan Pepiot for fantasy score, 31.5. He's cashed his 10 of 16 games on the season, giving us a 63% hit rate. Looking at his last 6, he has dominated these fantasy lines. Now, if you look at them, they got a matchup versus Baltimore. The Orioles are not a very good batting team at all, so not a lot to worry about here. It's not like they're playing against the Yankees or the Dodgers or anything, a team with hot batters. But looking at our man Ryan Pepiot, so 5-6 on the season with a 3.04 ERA. He has a 1.1 WHIP versus Baltimore. He has one game this season. He's 1-0 with a 1.12 ERA and a 0.75 WHIP. So dude has been absolutely dealing. He's a high strikeout pitcher, gets right at a strikeout per inning on average. And then versus Baltimore, he had 12 strikeouts per 9 innings, which is well over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit his pitching outline here. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to look at the Baltimore offense versus a right-handed pitcher, one of the worst offenses in the league other than OPS. So 243 batting average, a 307 on-base percentage, and a 729 OPS. So their OPS is the top 10, got some slug potential, got some walks, things like that bring this OPS up. But overall, man, they're just not a very good hitting team. And you can come down here. We can look at our head-to-head versus Baltimore. He's cashed his 2 of his 3 games. He went at least 6 innings. He went a full 8 innings, his only game this season versus the Orioles. I don't think he's going to get lit up. We can look at his strikeouts. We can look at the Ks here because Ks are a lot of fantasy points. He's been really striking out a lot of batters lately. 8, 9, and 11, and 7 in his last 4. If you look at Baltimore, they strike out more than almost any other team in the league, which is a very, very good for fantasy. 23.6% strikeout rate. That being said, we're going to come over here. We're going to type in Pepiot, and I'm going to show you guys the breakdown for fantasy score on Parlay Play and Prizepicks. So fantasy score 31.5. You can see here this is going to give you a 2.7x payout. If you look at it, so 1 strikeout is 3 Ks. We just looked at how much Baltimore strikes out against a pretty decent strikeout pitcher. So he should give us, I would assume, at least 6 Ks today. I'm banking on at least 6, which would be 18 fantasy score. I think he gets the win, which is another 6, puts him at 24. I think he gives up fewer than 3 earned runs and goes 6 innings. So I think he gets a quality start. So right there, you're already looking at, what was that, 24, 28. And then I think he goes 6 innings. So 28 plus 18. You're looking at, what was that, 46? And then if he gives up 2 earned runs, he still has 40. So, like, there's a lot of potential here for our man Ryan Pepiot to get the fantasy. And I really think he soars over this today. So, that's what I like. Like Ryan Pepiot at 31.5 fantasy points. Let's take a look over here on Prizepicks, see where the value's at. So, Pepiot, fantasy, you got 2.5x on Prizepicks. And this is why I say have Parlay Play. Even though Parlay Play sometimes is on some BS, most of the time, and for the entirety of the NBA season, they were the better platform than Prizepicks. 31.5, 17.5, 2.5x, 250 is going to win you. Let's see what the payout is on that. 625. If you come over here to Parlay Play, you got a 2.7x, 680. So you're getting a $55 higher payout just by playing this same slip on Parlay Play. So always line shop, guys. We're locking it in right now. Place live on video. Ryan Pepiot to give us fantasy score, and then Jose Soriano to give us the pitching outs, 250 to win 680. If we cash both these slips, that'd be $500 in entry fees to give us like $1,250 in wins, so $700 something profit. So looks really good based off those 2 slips. I like them. We will go ahead and click Pepiot over here just to show you guys the hitters versus Pepiot from Baltimore, just to see how they're looking. So coming down here. Not a whole lot of data on them. I mean, there's a decent amount, but not really a lot. I mean, if you look at Sanchez here, he has 1 at-bat, 1 hit, 1 home run. Obviously, that 5 OPS is scary, but, I mean, sometimes home runs are just lucky, and I think that one was one of them versus our man Pepe at the one at-bat that he had. But anyways, not terrible in terms of OPS for the batters. Like, I mean, you got several of them that have at least got some hits. 5-1, 5-1, 3-9-3, 9-3. They've seen them a decent amount of times. Then you got 8-1, 8-1, 1-1, 3-1. So there's not a whole lot going on here. I don't think Pepe is going to struggle versus Baltimore. If he does, it's just a bad game in my opinion. So locking him in, got him locked in. You guys have already seen it, and I'll go ahead and show you guys the free slip that I locked in on Prizepicks to show you guys. I did play it on Prizepicks as well. 100 to win 250. It's already locked in on Prizepicks. That's in our Discord. But anyways, I didn't really need to show that. But showing you guys, I do have it in twice. Showing you guys I am very confident in these plays. But that being said, last play of the day. This one's going to be risky. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there to you. MLB combos. There's 2 of them that I wanted to take. So I like the Peterson and Mitch Keller no run first innings. I like the under on this one. And then I like the Ryan Pepiot, Sugano, no run first inning. So, no run, they're called NRFIs. A no run first inning is very, very volatile because all it takes is one lucky home run and you just chalk your entire slip. That being said, I like both these plays. Am I saying you should play both of them? No. I'm saying you can pick the one you want. It's a 3.13x if you play them together, which honestly is, if I were to throw $250 on that, it's a $782 win, and you'll find out in the first inning if this is going to cash. I like Peterson versus the Pirates. He shouldn't give up anything. Keller versus the Mets is the only one I'm worried about on here. They don't hit very well off Keller, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this. It's technically 4 MLB plays. But looking at Keller, the Mets don't hit that well off of him. The only thing is they've seen him a lot. So the OPS, 800, 100, or 1. So what we're really worried about is these first 3 batters for the most part. If he can make it through Soto without giving up a run, I think he can get out with Alonso. I think we're good. Now, if all 3 of these get on base, he's probably chalked. All it's going to take is a pop out to get a run and it's over. But that being said, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to get a couple ground outs, maybe some pop outs. I think our man Mitch Keller is going to do well. Now, another thing, if you look at the precipitation on this one, 35% wind. That's right to left, so that's not what I'm looking at. One of them I was looking at earlier. Yeah, it was Peterson. Okay, yeah, Peterson and Keller. So this one, 48% rain, wind 7 miles per hour in. Wind coming in is obviously going to be beneficial for the pitcher. It's going to be hard to hit a home run. The wind is blowing towards the batter. If the batter hits a hit and the wind's blowing, it's not going to go home run. So it's going to make it very, very hard to hit a home run on this one. So I lean towards the Mitch Keller and the Peterson one as well. But I have Ryan Pepiot's fantasy, so obviously I don't think he's giving up many runs. It's one of those guys, like, I'm probably going to play both of them. I think I like the... That's a tough one, man. I don't know which one I like better. We're going to lock in Peterson and Keller. I'm going to give you guys one more free slip because I'm feeling generous. And you know what? We're just going to lock them in together. We're just going to do it that way. I think that's the best way to do this one. I'm doing it. $250 to win $782. We got it locked in. Track picks. Peterson and Pepe at less than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. So we're betting on a 0-0 score coming out of the first inning for both teams. Like I said, these are very volatile. A lot of the times you're going to get chalked on these, but I like these a lot, and I'm going to lock them in. So anyways, guys, that's what I've got for today. These are your three free slips. Yeah. All right. Peterson and Pepe at no NRFIs, 250 to win 782. Pepe at fantasy. Soriano outs, 250 to win 680. And then Veronica Burton and Paige Becker's points and PRA, 250 to win 567. So lock them in if you like them, guys. Fade them if you don't. Make sure you guys join our Discord and our WAP. Links down in the description. Leave a comment for a free chance of free VIP. Hope you guys have an awesome day. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video after hopefully we get us that sweep.